Ana semambia ya bono sebiro bya myokera kasinge ncho wantuka ali akolengana ne mitambo mwacho muligeria ikiretwa anyolirwa kaiga na sense milinde karono bagandete kwene kuna chibi chana muliogi yoga chira senchira ya bino mwacho muligeria semambia ya bono litukaligalia Jumatano astariki 10 mutinyi oikomi na kabere umwaka bw'ikirwe na 2025 matukabiro katusense mili ya Jamhuri Day mwacho muligeria bono katoko sangamana yegana mange tukoligana semambia ya bono asenchira ya bene likonya kumaina ya sumuru libwenyoni tusangamana assembly ya Facebook tunyarubuna Kisi TV YouTube Kisi TV mwacho muligeria 1-on-1 na to live ili bono sangamana into in this morning karibu sana on Wednesday December 10th mwacho muligeria bono stariki 10 bono na chikira ukumanya asenchira ya bene ga tunyarako sangamana tukwana mange buna butambe mumaite enyoni gana kitogo chaka amagazeti The Standard mwanchumo na otoko chakra the Kenya's bold newspaper The Standard mwanchumo na goto igodra yasema ya magazeti killing the mara, right? Killing the mara mwanchumo ligilia ulitokubata na kwa kichibi chama na mwaligia kurono shadra kangwenyi letera na nchenguru kwa Vincent Onyancha killing the mara kwa na killing the mara mwanchumo ligilia gazeti The Standard ase page ligema mangana etobo litomono igoro ya Masai Mara ene national park gazeti ni gakora sabu na bono amangana na makomwe semeli ya Masai Mara killing mate killing no wita killing the mara onongo itabare mara na kibako nyeita nambe yemo amaente nyaso iroro achagire kungusangusa chimita achagire kusukia chimbebe killing the mara, right? Namba ibere gazeti yeni gakote yabuna tojaga namba yamo land grabbers, right? Abambalia ada tukuna lesa serikali ulimu namba ibere poisoned wildlife gati nchiro sana charo kan kobe kuru suma sense meyo mwancho mulgilia blocked migration corridors, right? Ono mojano oma neruna bitango byabekirwe asiti ogonganya waiting the chiro sana killing the mara, right? Peter ownership battles are slowly choking the globe tourism magnet. Peter ownership battles are slowly choking this global tourism magnet. Wachumuligeria kuza nango rogati yabalia abatene kurwa sense meyo mwancho muligeria kisegi chime chiachakira se national park ya Masai Mara mwancho muligeria kolengane gazeti yega The Standard. At the same time predators excuse me are being killed ogo itu mwancho muligeria kwezingitoro sana ngati yemechanda gandeto sase me no boigo noko otukundu wense mugete yobole mu mwancho muligeria abantu bachagire kwagacha ko ikase national park yeyure ebine bintu bya retro mu chando mona sense meyo ekibago tena adake yoga to mu chando monene ase Masai Mara obono asokuburu ko wangu kwanya ro ko bodu kuna ese ko tiguga andako mu chando monene chikoboro inchira abantu bagana to kwagacha na ko irense mo ye serikali abego ni gazeti yakote yabuna aso mwaka 2023 asiwa sirichi abachikurusiwa ase Narco County iko charenge 4.3 billion mwancho muligira 50% of tourist facilities lacked impact assessment reports kono mwancho muligira mu chano nora se national park ya Masai Mara abo bono gatie bintu bikote bakana ko chingiti yo konganya we chingiti ngati me chande yarokana ko borra so bitango kubekwa amainte nyiko taka ko ira chinse mugete ya sense meyo chingiti konya gati chingiti konya rago ite kubekuru sumo gatie bintu bino mwancho muligeria ono bya rakana ko to machando ase Masai Mara mwancho muligeria aba chingiti chiro sana chikotoka amo nebi ngato da chingiti chiro sana chingenda chingiti chiro sana is wildlife mwancho muligeria ichikotoka roto tebe chincho goto tebe chisimba tebe all those mwancho muligeria igono ebinte bya rakana gati ebinde go itwa a lot is happening on that side na kieko irabono the gazette The Standard go yakobekana kide mara ngangere ko sira singenje yake killing the mara oita Masai Mara no kole binte bibate betega konganya wechi nchiro sana bitango kubekwa esumo abantu gotaka koso go ikasense maye park yere obuli mukonya roski wake amante nyiko takubwata chinse mogete chie nseme yumo chumuligeria Inarengane mwamu nengane natukapsa nengane ndito ile ase gazeti ya manyakata na The Standard ase mambia ya bono mwanchu mulgede urana kumanyiri ase enchera ya benedata da kwera wikada People Daily. Karibu sana Restless Nation mwanchu mulgede People Daily, gazeti ya People Daily Jumatano ya restariki 10 engane mwamu eregaiga egona Restless Nation umate karo restless anu mudo utari kutumaka na takeke yamo Restless Nation. What's driving public frustration with Ruto's rule, right? What's driving public frustration with Ruto's rule? Machumo ligelia Wano obore umore wenze, you know, it's a restless nation. Ega the restless nation instead of kutumbuka ere chimbi ori yoko machumo ligelia. Wano igerega key factors even though biyengen chokigima bikoira abantu wotaisane kanoburai gati yabona byo bikubwati gazeti ya People Daily egobeka igana niga yabekira so bwasi ore buna hono enze ya Kenya. Frustrations ochia sabantu ba Kenya ne chichi kurwa so murai wenzo ya Ruto kati bintu batebete bune libuna rising cost of living, right? Okina kubugima increase the public debt wono makabesa ajire igoro chenzia ubatenere devolution crisis okungusana na nkororo obolendi security challenges emechanda sasa mayo obolendi ethnic mobilization mwancho muligeria ebinga ibintu biri bikwanire ase gazeti ya Daily Nation okoligeria ibintu byairire gati ya wa Kenya gotesana kanu obore umurai wense William Samoei Ruto nonyekere nense tawat muntu muko Restless Nation mwancho muligeria oisoko soma gazeti ya People Daily ase page ya kane abakoma gati ibintu biri Kenya babanda kwe murungania ebikorera abakenya gotesaneka no murai wense kubwatekana nechira barierete. What's driving public frustration with Ruto's rule? Ebintu biri bikoirira nande biete bigosigateria bikoirira bikomo Kenya chinchira cyuko taisaneka no burai bumurai wense mbire byebi gati ebina byebyo amakabesa yakugina oguma gokonga chenzi abo basoire gabo devolution crisis torre go konsana kora chi county nebintu binge obolendi asande mboli buya, you know, security challenges gati bintu binde ethnic mobilization mwancho muligeria gati obogesa kubwaroka ne basoro bintu bikoirera abakanya tesana kanu mara wenso mwancho muligira mbikora sanseme yo goiso gosoma ase gazeti ya People Daily na bokonya rakomanya gati bintu bikwanirero asenseme yo page yo ya 5 na limo gazeti ya People Daily au Babu Owino's momentum is reshaping politics beyond Nyanza mwancho muligira maiga yuko ngire nchere kyama kaliki ODM kan reto daro kumusana no gotinda senseme yao ni gobona Babu Owino oyibono romo bunge barochina nachikoba gati ya barai bali barachikole to gonchuria asensemo ya Nyanza mwancho muliro so some gazeti yo ya People Daily ase page ya gatana limo no manya wae bapo gwina rokane gati yo murai so mwana siasa urachikole ta mwanchuria asensemo ya Nyanza. Ine gazeti ya People Daily mwancho muliro bono to kwa nasema bya bono ine page gatano limo gati ya yari ase gazeti yo mwancho muligeria antaje tengo ire goika ase gazeti metana Daily Nation mwancho muligeria so ase gazeti ya Daily Nation libo ntoligeria ningikere ase gazeti ya Daily Nation. Alright, karibu sana. Courts have declined the sanctions, yes, doubling in partisan poll campaigns. Alright, courts have declined the sanctions, yes, doubling in partisan poll campaigns, right? Ajo muligere wana ga na to jagira mangana wana ga go ikat to tegerane ege gambiro osebi gambiro declined yobia kanegima ama waziri kwebwata ni asamanga nechi campaign, alright? Kiga ebe gambiro ni bia tukutera na gokana aba waziri kwebwata ni asamanga na yechi campaign. Let's move on. Ruto ministers to lead 2027 poll campaigns. Ruto ajikira ba waziri bayega. Enseme lyokurwa. Get me right. Enseme lyokurwa. Aye no mu waziri wajisemi. Julius Migozi gamba, for example. You see? Wana enseme lyokurwa akeko kabisa. Bajole Ruto. Get me right. You know, that's the strategy Ruto wanaga chukutumika. Ruto ministers to lead 2027 poll campaigns. Bono aba waziri na wagocho gutumika ku onya gakoete kerugo kia obulendi bwime. Enseme lyokuru make sure they sing Ruto. You know? Make sure ndo wajikura. You are in government. And na no mwaziri, no lime ya serikali. Na kioko nkonya muna njomura ibwenze. Make sure enseme lyokuru wa chikura njirabu asenge njoni kwa tubo waziri asa serikali. Na yebono kwa nkonya do this. Yandalia. Agri campaign. Board the recent victory in 7 parliamentary by-elections. President William Ruto has tasked the cabinet secretaries to take charge of his re-election campaigns in their respective regions in a move that is likely to wrong-foot the opposition. Right? Beyond by the recent victory in 7 parliamentary by-elections, President William Ruto has tasked the cabinet secretaries to take charge of his re-election campaigns in their respective regions in a move that is likely to wrong-foot the opposition. Ono mchando kara. Asu mweka no? Dazena mweka no bona. Unajua tunafanya uchambuzi wa magazeti. Dazena tunachambua gazeti ya Sobamo. Bono, take it in this way. You know muwaziri, let me assume, for example, tigandu meke kuruka wasarongura usi. Omuwaziri tobwate kurugusi, ntobwate omuwaziri wejiseme oyibono meke na oyo terete nseme Julius Migos Ogamba, all right? Ono Ogamba is from this region ya Gusii. At the same time, ntobwate oyo muwabura ndibeka kyobura ibwense kurugusi. Dr. Fred Matiang. Now, because you are the minister, go take charge and responsibilities yoko anekina a region enseme yokurwa. Wanya gorobo waziri na nugusi yokurwa. Kole campaign kurugusi so that Ruto chukura kuraseme yokurwa. One which means, for example, Migos Ogamba oyoro muwaziri wechisemi go ikakole campaign ya Ruto gusi. Hakarokeria asumu bweka no Dr. Fred Okengo Matiang'i kuri chukura igomo no Migos Ogamba takonyara kumwakerekako Dr. Fred Matiang'i asenye juna era no muwaziri na ende bono na bwente koenekia ngora liale Ruto chukura. The danger is this that let have a look it tatokurigire asensemeye ekase tokurigire ntaturigire nteke asensemeye ga assuming I know muwaziri bunabona ntobwate Migos Ogamba muwaziri wechisemi. Now you have campaigned for Ruto and it happens Matiang'i oirobo president. Assuming that way, how will it be? Then assuming you don't campaign for Ruto, I know muwaziri, then Ruto have a re-elected back as a re-election as a which means in another theory you cannot get the seat. So you to cover add task which just say umuwaziri. Nambe ya mo I know muwaziri. Ucho campaign nse mugetanyo kurugusi o campaign ndio Ruto for example. Is it go happen Ruto that service Matiang'i? Will Matiang'i consider you? That's the question. Number 2, ucho kate wangu si yokuru you want to support your very own. Ruto ira now we see will Ruto consider you? You know, it's a loose. So aba waziri iko pale katikati na dilemma. But the gazeti yabuka yata wana the court has declined. Ebiga kana mangana ina. Aba waziri mba tumekuwa as a siasa ya 2027. But what does the law say? Dijikana kirikotewa. Kulikiri trayo. Ene ngana yetu bulitase page ya kana ne becheri ya gatano. Ase gazeti ya A Daily Nation. Mwachomo likiri wanengane mwamuga Ruto kuchitumika ba waziri asiti campaign chaya. Tutaranda isika ya Tanzania MPs back an extra 5 billion shillings for teachers promotions, right? Wabunge wairoko boko bilioni sana komentwa ochia saba alimu au bauchi okinwe birobo. Iga ababunge igo bairoko boko okomentwa 5 billion shillings. Asaba alimu kwa wechi promotion. Iso some page ya gatano alimu ase gazeti ya Daily Nation. Abugunya roko manyama nganejo mbali mbiroke bigo chikomento ande abali mbara byaba bono totaranda mangana power and whatever tatenda kwira niga Tanzania goro yabo entego chengera litukulio konyoro obusibule asense iyo yesterday yabo entego chengera litukulio konyoro obusibule asense iyo but now see what happened konyoro baralirina okurobekana ngo chiko babu igoro yesterday was a planned demonstration asense ya Tanzania Tanzania yoka the Kenyans activists wali bakoroka ya Kenya abrokonya ba robekane boikirano konya baro ba robeiji ochikorobekana ko ikembasi ya Tanzania aiga Kenya kwende babere mbabe tubyara ko ta indana kintu byalenge wano turigirga Tanzania locked and subdues Independence Day protests. I get you. Tanzania locked and subdues Independence Day protests. This is what happened. Is it Tanzania? Iko yabe teretie gatene niko chenga bitu ko ryabo ryoko nyorobo sibole asenge jyoko rokano kwa roberiwe. See how powerful it is. In Kenya, you got independence in 1964. Wano dali ikitu kuli ryoko nyara gochengera enzi ya Kenya Kenya nyaro bosibole lakini wasinga cyo kurobekana nkoro tutene niko chengero bosibole asenge njo kurobekana kwa bangiro. That's what happened in Tanzania. Lakini yakole kanande igorongo chengera bane ngituko ryo bosibole lakini kwenda senge njo konyora aba Tanzania barobere ko chikorobekana senge njo yawa chori bwa kolekana enzi ya Tanzania wa te butalenge bwo oboronge nabo igenchira abantu bayitwa wono kurobekana uko kaire enzi ya Tanzania kobeka banajeshi ba chinsem eri banyare gote nyo kurobekana tiko. At the Saturday street in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania yesterday, after police blocked anti-government protests, instead Kenyan activists are arrested outside the Tanzania embassy in Nairobi following a botched demonstration. Yes, at the Saturday street in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania yesterday, after police blocked anti-government protests, instead Kenyan activists are arrested outside the Tanzania embassy in Nairobi following a botched demonstration. Statement galichirebe Kenya ayokurensi ya Kenya ikoro aba Kenya mbale bagorukuna abarwandiria bali bakoigerera kabisa begerere abanyabantu chi activists ikoro bagotokorobekana makare embassy ari Nairobi embassy ya Tanzania ari no Nairobi lakini kolende mbale babe gitubyara sokorobekana oko abu Kenya you see bali ba kore tokorobekana go chi embassy ya Tanzania me ya Kenya Nairobi mbali babe gitubyara Tanzania sobo egatani ngo chengera litukulyo busibole lyabo lyalenge igoro asenge cyo korokona kwa aroberiwe asenseyo aina arara sense meri gazeti yo ntararo nseme yo moncho muligiria abuse says state indicated over worsening human rights violation extrajudicial killings and forced disappearances abductions and shrinking civic freedoms continue to cast dark shadow over Kenya, according to government watchdog. Asepeji ya gatatu mwancho muligiria oisoko somaze gazeti yo the Daily Nation yagate yabuna extrajudicial killings bantu bako iroba itwese zitabone zitamanye kai abductions korozi ukwabura kwanda for missing into bunebi and the shrinking civic freedoms continue to cast a dark shadow over Kenya, according to government watchdog. Even into we can read the kiwaiga sense ya Kenya calling a gazette the Daily Nation. Ebirobo to make you whatever wetania kerengo. Kati bintu bakwanda nga munenchira abantu bago itwa asenjere taringiya asenjere tabwenereti wikabakwa egento kende kati bintu bakwanda gaiga nenchira abantu bakoirwa babora mbago toka abductions to my thing omoirete na nenga yachete some of the things that are happening in Kenya today inkolengana government watchdog kumulekera serikali kia kole bintu wano mchando gaiga tangwera ni goro gaiga na mbeyemo as a Ruto minister sasa aba waziri wa kameni Ruto ikaba teuna in a move that's likely to wrong foot their position. One the question is Ruto is going to make aba waziri for example tuseme in Nyanza izo aba waziri bali bakunze mu Nyanza wono Nyanza ise kobana mwana Nyanza ODM ndio bedroom right ya ODM Nyanza Wone se kuba muwaziri nale okuru Nyanza kuikabona ati kwatera UDA. Why? You are in government and you have been instructed. Kwa hivyo whatever kubona kuika o campaign ya serikali. Asenga janu muwaziri and oli meya serikali. So bono opposition na kiyo chikonyara chinguru ise konyara kana abantu ababwata obo na opposition. Which means toko chikubwata na opposition libami no kwamera serikali asenga nja ordinary serikali. Bone kirenga kali kwa bwate na bona rute nganda jo korneke. From my point of view, ise konyara kana ba waziri but komo courage campaign bone ngenda kiyo chikobaneke. Ise konyara kana if that's the strategy na inde ise koba neto meke. Now get me. My assumption asukuri kirikwane. Bone ngenda ruta ko chikobaneke. Tuchambue gazeti kidogo. I'm trying to imagine what next because ise konyara kana ngochara ko tumeka aba waziri. One possibility nero akora monjeri ya seba aba waziri. Igenda akora aba monjeri ningi. Ini chinse amochiri yaro chatabwati kura abe kaba waziri kuruoro. So that ka be kiraba waziri from that region naba waziri bati ko campaign eri iko chikuranja ko kura semeyo. Anya karoche gusi minister mbale ngabwata babira toto iko sono yomo babire. Awake sawe na nda nyarebe kirugo kurugusi abe minister pakandi kichukuna kiro kamenta gusi ndamenta gusi ebirogo bipere ose bitatu ose ndo waziri November no gusi bo November 5 kara monje rimbe ka waziri batano kurugusi tuma waziri kurugusi ando batano kwa go waziri oya ma kiro gete bono I think bono is not on to consider tari ko chikoligi report delivery bono na bara ru ebirogo ebi in the name yo koligere lina what come 2027 anya ka wate plan yo tumeka ba waziri one possibility ne chinse mo se wate ba waziri aria saro chinse mo chigo chikotora ba waziri bona bake na hata uri chinse mo ta ba waziri chinse mo ta chimente e chia komenta na aria rocha pushini wate chinguru iko bana ense mo pushini wate chinguru there's a possibility na abo waziri wa mento asinge chaki patumekwe asoko mulikiri chikora kam 27 kwa lengere kwane tina tango korara mo onche batoko lengere kwane timate ne kwa lengere iri right tuachana na hiyo tatengo irumu achomo liko ikase gazeti wana ya taifa leo baba yao gama ngana na wale right tidadara jagara ko ruoro ngoja darazo mura ibwenza ya karama ngana na warao ono Songo amesema hivi Mike Mbuvi Songo aliyekuwa governor wa county ya Nairobi Mike Mbuvi Songo waneriga assuming in news lakini bwana mangana na raya igazeti ya taifa leo on 10th December aliyekuwa gavana wa county ya Nairobi Mike Mbuvi Songo atangaza kurejea siasani baada ya kusajili chama chake kipya NEDP. Right. Aliyekuwa gavana wa county ya Nairobi Mike Mbuvi Songo atangaza kurejea siasani baada ya kusajili chama chake kipya NEDP. Songo ngoja ara siasa ndago chane kiama gekuru kwa NEDP. Sepeji ya gatatu osome ase gazeti ya Taifa Leo no manya why no manya na aseki nekirenga Songo ago chikuiranira siasa asoeme ya siasa ne kiameke ya ekiarikiri kemanya gantebu na NEDP together as one macho muligeri aina mangana lakini gazeti ile katano kurasa watatu ekiameko na NEDP tikatoba munango watebiga ngwate mangana ngo ero bunako wenda. So if you read this so maka kwa gazeti yumo chomo gidi sepeji katato nabukonya rekomanya na why Mike Songo wakwira na siasa na nasikia chirene kiameke nga anya gona siasa ngiata so era sebia magete oso murengo gete itabwata na serikali gosa kwa mere serikali kilo chene kiama kia ekiameke kaikira chikoso serikali ngosiko ya serikali some peji ya katato ase gazeti ya Taifa Leo. Wapanga mikakati wa rais walenga kuzoa kura nyingi eneo alipopata 87% ambalo kwa sasa limempa kisogo. Wapanga mikakati kwa yule wapanga mikakati bali bako beke merobele wapanga mikakati matembale bako robele bindo wapanga mikakati wa rais bali bakomekemero bali muri bwenze abagona wapanga bali bakuroberia wapanga mikakati wa rais walenga kuzoa kura nyingi eneo alikopata 87% ambalo kwa sasa limempa kisogo. Semuki guess what? Toska ngote inde Ruto aendea mamilioni mlimani. Ruto aendea mamilioni mlimani. Ngike mineti, tagerra. Washirika wa Rais William Ruto katika eneo la Mlima Kenya wamebuni mpango kabambe wanaolenga kuhakikisha atapata angalau kura milioni 2 kumwezesha kurejea ikulu katika uchaguzi wa mwaka 2027. Mpango huo unahusisha kugawa Mlima Kenya katika makundi kadhaa ya wapiga kura ili kuzuia ushawishi wa muungano wa upinzani katika eneo hilo. Habari kamili ukurasa wa 2. I want to understand this. Ruto haendea mamilioni mlimani. Wonerega washirika wa rais, washirika aba bwata ni umre wense William Samoei Ruto katika eneo la Mlima Kenya wamebuni mpango kabambe unaolenga kuhakikisha atapata angalau kura milioni 2 kumwezesha kurejea ikulu katika uchaguzi wa mwaka 2027. Mpango huo unahusisha kugawa Mlima Kenya katika makundi kadhaa. Yes, naomba tupata. Mpango huo unahusisha, right? Unahusisha kugawa Mlima Kenya. Abata ni abo mura iwenso William Samoei Ruto asema ya Mount Kenya. Wachire ne chinchira au choko ne gumna Ruto nkonyorara no, yani at least 2 million votes. At least 2 million votes. Get me right. At least angalau kura milioni 2. Right? Kumwezesha chimokonyo kuira na State House asobo churu mwaka wa 2025 na 2027. Mpango huu umurobuli yo unahusisha kugawa Mlima Kenya. Unajua unapogawa sehemu fulani unaikata kipande inaenda upande huu na upande huu na upande huu. Bono ogo tabwatana kwa Mount Kenya ekina kikirenga kya bwatani ya baligeti nina kiba kora banyare ko baga Mount Kenya. Elinde Mount Kenya ti akachikurege kabwe kemo. Ndio mpinu wanatafuta. Na ndio mbinu wanasema kwamba watatumia. Abarambara byaba na babwatani ba Ruto. Eba wote una kulige bare chinchira. Ose bari giri chinchira chiko bagana Mount Kenya. Elinde Mount Kenya te gwase kabwe kemo. Ruto anyore chiko chiake achinge pikuru Mount Kenya milioni 2. Echinje makonyo koira na State House. Iko bona abwatani yawe bakoligina ki na kitura akore tobagane Mount Kenya. Elinde Mount Kenya is, you know, when it goes as a whole nebo mochano. Mount Kenya ngima ese gwemuka ti akiro senutu chukura yani umubaro munge oroka ne koingerense mogete nebo bakunguja suri Ruto. Wana bata ne abaye kwa bata una ebali giri chinchera baranyare gutumeka baeneki. Yes. Chinchera ko libana gutumeka kwa nekina babakandire Mount Kenya. Elinde te chugwaka chikurense meyemo. Korode. Ase vikundi au ili kuzuia ushawishi wa muungano wa upinzani. Ile ndo bako barengete gana kibaranyare opposition tenya na chingura seseme hiyo. Hakika zote yabuna washirika wa Rais William Ruto katika eneo la Mlima Kenya wamebuni mpango kabambe wanaolenga kuhakikisha atapata angalau kura milioni 2 kumwezesha kurejea ikulu katika uchaguzi wa mwaka 2027. Mpango huo unahusisha kugawa Mlima Kenya katika makundi kadhaa ya wapiga kura ili kuzuia ushawishi wa muungano wa upinzani katika eneo hilo. Kuna siasa. Taifa leo mwanjo mligelia. Narayo tukira bugo tonyegera mangana mbonari wono trochmono bari chinchira para tumeke kwana kina baba gire Mount Kenya ilinde Ruto chikura chinyinge kura semeyo naendo inyole buna buri tangana se gazeti ya Daily Nation yarota ibuna Ruto ekirengali getie no kone kina ba waziri ba ingo tumeku balo sengo batumi ari kuri gichikura kura semeyo yakurwa anya go kuru Western no erekero go buno mu waziri oro Western for example tote bosoro gusio sore Nyanza ayebona kurenze melio korwa akera Ruto ekoko na nerebieka, you know. I know mu waziri you might remember. So if you are a minister aina Ruto agotumeka kurenze melio kuru muri chiku muri chikura egazeti yega ya Taifa Leo yamanya kwateba UDA ODM kana ndoa ikififia. ODM na UDA bazagira bono chinkwana chajagira kwetana. Enyoni ya babwate yachagire kuboneka. Ndio inafanya nini? Inafifia. Magayo so asensemo ya broad based government. But bone enyoni yachagire koroki yachagire kuboneka. Aseki iwa. UDA yasema haitagawana maeneo na vyama vingine tanzo au chama cha ODM. UDA yasema haitagawana maeneo. Wate nuriya stega wakatena after by election there's what happened and it worked out Osikuru buna sema ya Kaspool by election UDA ya tebete buna tika support ODM. UDA ka withdraw candidate yabo kurwa Kaspool. Get me right? Ebya mambire buna bono wodi ya nyamaya Jubilee ya lengo na UDA na UPA ya lengo. Jubilee ekabolu to step down to pave way for UPA. Actually candidate ya Jubilee nyamaya ward never filed. Tacheti tebe. Igate betigu Jubilee na UPA kama tiangi moko nyara go koboli mwensi from the same region. Jubilee gatebego step down. Upa ibagerio upa kanyali bagadine. Kaspool the same thing happened. As things of broad based government, UDA it can step down bakateba support ODM and they won actually. Wono ODM ekarabuna that will be the trend coming the generation bakake sabuna wono chinse mochiriase udere ODM tebolia na chinse mochiri ODM were udate bolia eba support chinse mochiri ODM were upate bolia upe support ODM chinse mochiri udere ODM tebolia ODM support UDM. The same thing happening with Jubilee and that affiliate party so party marabake na upa. Wana Jubilee te koboli kerogo Nyamira na upa boli Nyamira. For example, I'm just quoting Nyamira because no kere dominant man. Onyaka kisi Jubilee te kobona upa boli. It's just an agreement affiliate party chikoros. Wana UDA na ODM them after the by election bakalenga recoming the next election abigo chikobayo wono UDA yate birete uchikobagana baba nsemo na wono ODM tigebolia UDA yate bere uchikobuli biro byonsi ali ase konyara as long as wakona candidate they will push for that candidate. You see wono obututukano bwajakirawo ODM na yekoboliga we had agreed na chinse mogete moto tigere nto batinse mogete why wono UDA yatebire atwende kugagwana maeneo ODM warukana ndoa ikififia UDA yasema kwamba haitagawana maeneo na vyama vingine tanzo au chama cha ODM. UDA yatebire na vyama mbichago cheme serikali affiliate party sumate vyama birabira mbaro sio muungano UDA yakatebana na gete go chigwata na vyama na bonoga ne bedroom ya kiama gete na bono tigato tigere kiama udere ya debire as long as what a candidate in that position ni kwenda. So I want you to understand the logic. That one sandika ndeko mwanjo muligira anyo wanse siasa lakini bono no tancha ko ikocho manya ya bedere ya kara bono chikuranjiro. UDA igere Kenya kwanza because abuno no marango maneki kiama kilimeni sa Kenya kwanza. Na bebe batebera ko kutume kabo waziri asi campaign. Banyo koromu waziri okurugusibu na bono migosio gamba tigamo to migoso na otoro gusia na ryo mugusio ra bwate buronge. Migosio gamba oino muwaziri bochisen koroke gusi. Wono migosio gamba kolengana ne strategy go somoro bali kwa serikali na Ruto igerega. Aya bono migosio gamba lugusi ensure that UDA nkonyorere prominence. UDA osomora ibwense asole na rogotara. Mokore campaign azole. Are you getting me? Oyimi go sikambo muwaziri bantu okora Ruto e campaign gusi. No bacha no UDA ya chagreta naki. Bona abo waziri batume ko kora campaign chinse mo chiri bakurwa. So there is no way omuwaziri because yogamba na abo musani Fred Matiang'i ara akorere campaign Fred Matiang'i. You have to sing the anthem of the nation. Are you getting me? One of you day yamaye kwenda back ya tevire eretire uchikobagana birogo koruchin sema na bono ga ODM to bwata ene te tutigero ODM era as long as obwate candidate from that region ere ba komasoke na kubutina. I think you are getting it. Bono toenda sensemeria ya Tanzania police wafurika barabarani. Serikali ya Rais Samia Suluhu ilizima sherehe ya maadhimisho ya siku ya uhuru Tanzania jana ikiofia ghasia. Serikali ya Rais Samia Suluhu ilizima sherehe ya maadhimisho ya siku kuu ya uhuru Tanzania jana ikiofia ghasia. Ukurasa wa 8 gazeti Taifa Leo. Ayunga tena kuya sansa muranira na watena kia kogenda. And that is it. Wachumulikire bwana gazeti ni wata mange wenye hoteli walikwa katika Safo. Rais afichua hoteli 5 za kifahari ambapo watalii watalipia kima cha hadi $1,000 kwa siku. Right? Rais afichua hoteli 5 za kifahari ambapo watalii watalipia kima cha hadi $1,000 kwa siku. Wachumulikire muraibu enzo mwana kabeka sobo azire hoteli chekerengo chingoro mona wa sabata debra chi wakano goikano ine $1 bwe maziri tuko. Peji ya gatano hoteli zano njire chechi no so manjire china ndo manyanka ichire. Get me right. Stage ya kwandu isano njire chechi. Soma hiyo gazeti ya Taifa Leo peji ya gatano na utajua. Wachumulikire mangana malitona arayu asenchiri ya bene nsemeli chiko so ninchiko kotengi keroro singi njubo tukubwale romo nchumuligeria enkoyone roro enkongu san wanchumuligeria eyibona yego chiko koso tukubwale nsemeli ya UEFA Champions League wanchumuligeria UEFA le robo tukungwa kabale Real Madrid na Man City. Right, go tukubwale wana wa Man City chiko sorry Real Madrid Man City ngwa kere chinsai san shabutuko. Wana siasa na kumulikira na kote vilisoma gazeti hii na washirika wa Rais William Ruto katika eneo la Mlima Kenya wamebuni mpango kabambe unaolenga kuhakikisha atapata angalau kura milioni 2 kumwezesha kurejea ikulu katika uchaguzi wa mwaka 2027. Mpango huo unahusisha kuwaga Mlima Kenya katika makundi kadhaa wapiga kura ili kuzuia ushawishi wa muungano wa upinzani. So mega wa magazeti ya yu aboko jana mangana yo Mwanchumuligeria aliona mangana yako jana kwa maronge. Na rayo se gazeti ya Taifa Leo Mwanchumuligeria, asante sana. So kupata sama gazeti nyore na kala yaka sinjiri ya bene tumechambua vilivyo imatendo kwa bwatiro ulio taiwa wana nyesomera abuna buko nyara ko mangana yo songo niko zoeri kra wana wo mutafsiri ningo jana temro wote ya zengo nyara aende bona na aende kwa bwatiro nkira sama gazeti ya yume somera gazeti ya yu bayaningi keroro nje nariko gochuteria mato gochuti no gukuna. That's what I've done and I believe na kora wisu kwa manya nkira sama gazeti. Wachumuli, thank you very much. Want to take a very short commercial break. Watu makoma nchumuligeria Yenkwera na nkomenya kuro asema sema ngana mayaningi tubwata century abana sema ambia jabona gochira KCTV amandigere yo mugusika to sangamana somoro buli bwenyoni genda to kumanyingi kero ningi tubwata kuro sama gazeti onongenda 1 na sema ngana mayo mwanchumuligeria asebiro bitari bitambeka na nyondra mache to genda kusangamana toska sema ngana mayo mwanchumuli na mange tubwata ningi kero wose na mange amaya ayubante kumbanya taragende miremo osikole nchira kwa ndo mwanchumuligeria swagale Facebook KCTV tubwata kuro century abana sema ambia bono onto sangamana asenchira ebuenerete kolenda sebono ora mache kochande
KCTV amandegere y'umugusi.
Shule ya Excel Elementary School ni shule inayopatikana katika Bochi Burabu Ward, Kenyenya Sub-County, mita 100 tu kabla ufike junction ya kwenda Nyamache kwenye njia ya kutoka Mogonga kwenda Kilgoris. Hii ni shule ya bweni pamoja na kutwa. Excel Elementary School inafundisha masomo mengi yakiwemo masomo ya ishara, yani sign language, computer studies, French pamoja na mahabara ya kujifundisha masomo ya sayansi. Shule hii pia iko na madarasa ya JSS, yani grade 7, 8 na 9, ambapo wanafunzi wanafundishwa masomo ya kiwango cha hali ya juu na kujiandaa kuingia mfumo wa senior secondary school kwenye grade 10, 11 na 12. Wanafunzi pia hupata nafasi mura kabisa kwenye michezo mbalimbali ikiwemo mpira wa miguu, yani football, handball, volleyball na zingine nyingi. Wanafunzi wa chekechea yani ECDE pia wako na madarasa yao ambayo yamepambwa vizuri ili kuvutia wanafunzi. Excel Elementary School pia ina maktaba ya kisasa ambapo vitabu vya shule hutunzwa. Shule hii pia ina uchukuzi wa wanafunzi wa mchana kutwa yani day scholars ambao huletwa na kurudishwa kwa nyumbani baada ya masomo ya siku.
I'm Silas Lumiti, the principal Excel Elementary School and Junior School. We urge our parents out there, all the new learners who are joining our school, welcome to Excel. Excel is a CBC compliant. We are the giants and we're the best school around.
Excel Elementary School, soaring to excellence.
Eye Nkisi TV amandegere y'umugusi.
Nuganitie gutumika etaxi nsachindo chionsi asichabari chao. Gose gutuma parcel goika egesieri kiao. Rapid Taxi nigo yachire gukurusiria stress ye aye omomenyo Kisi na Nyanza. Download app ya Rapid Taxi asesimu ya Android gose iPhone werikie otari wakana kende gionsi erio kurangeria taxi yao nga kiende yonsi. Obuya wa Rapid Taxi nigo ebwateri riria nseko wa taxi chabo tambe. Abantereba babwate obumanyi bwaigoro nigo bagokwenekeria oburendi na mazingira mayaye sabari na mbabwate corporate travels nabo igo nabo go book mapema ritukorie sabari litaraika nigo bakurwa obukareri ime ya Busongo, Ogembo, Suneka, Tabaka, Ikoba, Migori, Rongo, Nechinde. Nabaria baraganiye kurikia chigari chawa Rapid Taxi banyore chibesa nabo bakwerikia. Asamange bakeresimi weterase namba 0754 381 777.
Eye Nkisi TV amandegere y'umugusi.
Ayo mwiburi wato mwana gochaki skuru bono gosoga neti gochenchiro mwana skuru Minyoka Fine Hill Academy aria echiro ya nyatieko erio bwenyorere libaga. Fine Hill Academy ne skuru wata bari mu banchere na TSC erio kwenekia matokea maya asamate mwa manene nabo igokorosia obwa mato yagati ya bana na barokia. Nigo bwato basombi bwakerituko korwanka wike skuru na kure skuru wikanka. Eyene skuru bwate library echire bitabu ao omwana go aranyare ko binyora ase obuororo. Enyoraiga Fine Hill Academy ne bwate junior secondary school igo Rusia ubuoba. Asense moye ndagira nkwena na bare lunch kerabotambe asabarokiwa. Nigo bono okwerikia kogosoa eskuru ye kogendererete.
Karibu aiga Fine Hill Academy nyatieko ene skuru ya masichuru zikire gora sense meyeiga. Ase skuru yeiga ntubwata banu qualified ko college ime ya Gusii ime ya Kenya. Boigo ebirasi ebisaine nyomba cyobo cyeru ne kingiya endagera abana bakori neye kerawo kegurmono. Boigo abaibori ntubwate admission kuchakera PP1 mpaka grade 8 asoma kogocha. Igo bono ganto gane admission yeyo baka umwako jekera rituko na bogoja na bakonyoro mwarimu oro igo tukubasaba twa abana igere banyore amasomo ari athakeire kuringana na engaki yeiga igo twabari ari mwensi ase school yeiga monyore kisemi cha iguru muno
asamange bakeresimi ase namba 0114478665 gose 0723788266 gose 0720623944. Fine Hill Academy, work hard for tomorrow is in your hands.
Eye Nkisi TV amandegere y'umugusi.
New Life Prayer Center and Church Kisii ikiongozwa na mtumishi wa Mungu Pastor Gila inawatangazia ibada kubwa ya meza ya Bwana itakayoanza tarehe 3 hadi tarehe 14 Disemba mwaka huu. Je, unasumbuliwa na magonjwa ambayo yamekosa tiba? Una mambo ambayo yamekutatiza kwa muda? Unasumbuliwa na wachawi? Njoo upatane na mtumishi wa Mungu moja kwa moja. Na baada ya meza ya Bwana, kila kitu kitakuwa shwari.
Kwa damu yako watu wafunguliwe, watu wabarikiwe. Kwa damu yako Yesu Kristo vipofu waone, viwete watembee, tumbo lipone, macho ipone. Watu wako wabarikiwe, watu wako wafunguliwe kupitia kwa mwili wako.
Kumbuka ni wiki 2 mtawalia kwenye uwepo wa Mungu. Usiachwe nje. Leteni wagonjwa, waliopagawa, viwete na hata vipofu. New Life Prayer Center and Church inapatikana kaunti ya Kisii, maeneo ya Mosocho, Matieko. Ni kuanzia tarehe 3 hadi tarehe 14 Disemba. Karibuni nyote mpokee miujiza ya Bwana.
Eye Nkisi TV amandegere y'umugusi.
Every child is a different kind of flower, and all together they make this world a beautiful garden. At Brook Valley Preparatory School, we believe in nurturing every child's uniqueness, helping them grow in knowledge, character and faith into confident, responsible citizens of tomorrow. Behind every successful child is a team of passionate educators. Our teaching and support staff are more than professional. They are mentors, caretakers and role models. They dedicate their time, patience and expertise to ensure that every child receives personalized attention and guidance. Their hearts beat with the one mission: to see each learner shine. Our small learner-to-teacher ratio ensures each child gets individualized attention. Partnership with parents is at the heart of Brook Valley's success. Through our parent-teacher conferences every term, we create open spaces for dialogue, progress review and mutual understanding. Together, parents and teachers work hand in hand, monitoring, supporting and celebrating each learner's journey. Because education, we believe, is a shared responsibility. And then comes that special moment every year: graduation. A celebration of milestones, growth and new beginnings. Each cape raised high reminds us of the journey from the first day in kindergarten to the confident steps into primary and beyond. Every graduation is more than a ceremony. It's a testimony of transformation. Above all, Brook Valley stands firmly on Christian values. We nurture a Christ-centered environment, one that molds not only the intellect but the heart and spirit. Learners are taught to walk in faith, honesty, humility and compassion, living by the truth that education without character is incomplete. Here, learning meets purpose, character is shaped, and every child blooms into the person that God created them to be. Learning also happens through experience. Our educational tours, like the unforgettable trip to Kisumu International Airport, Kisumu Museum, Lake Victoria, and the Animal Orphanage, open the world to our learners. They see, touch and experience what they have read in books, connecting theory with the beauty of real life. These adventures spark curiosity, teamwork, and a deeper appreciation for our environment and heritage. Enrollment for 2026 is now open for playgroup, PP1, PP2, and grade 1 to 3. We also have a robust, convenient, and safe school transport system. To contact us, please call the number 0790 579 259 or visit our school located 5 kilometers from Kisii town along the Kisii-Kilgoris Road at Kiogoro Otamba Junction. Brook Valley Preparatory School, the fountain of knowledge and center for holistic education.
Eye Kisii TV amandegere y'umugusi.
Ayeda dare goti ganzome, ayeda dare goti ganzome, utango nagenda manje ngumbu.
Oyo n'omubaye lero kurwa Kisii TV amandegere y'omugusi. Mukungu bande nyabarati erweli torusi mukorogoto bwaga gensoni nchitamere mugachi utanga ngeturetiko nabaga kambinyusa bire myoro abagaka nigo banjete konywa etumbato babeko bogole myoro kulinda abantu mbaro banjete amangana yobotumani umubaye noyo nigo baringete abantu mbaro bakorru mukungu bande bamumirira amate bamotonera bayibunga mbagenda cinjira cyobotumani gusi cinjira cyobunyaka nabarabu umubaye noyo nabwo gukwanira lirali abagaka bakorra boyigo babuganga na kiasali nsoni banyagwasimura etie omuntu buganga liraliandake nobogoro babigete kulende nere bagoseka linda tose kwa nabagaka ekero ule ne chimbwa chimbe chubutomani mukungu bande nyabarati erweli toruse mukorogoto bwaga gensoni nchitamire mugachi otanga ngetule tiko nabagaka mbenyusa bire myoro enyenkwa manyete kwa manyire oyo nomubayano lero kurwa Kisii TV unoletirwa sole amona inche Cyrus Nyakunde kubwatirana nere Johnson Nyandika.
Kondo mwatero mwana ke kondo nzirero mwana ngende korora baba baba ni ono babugire muzumba.
Ine noganeti koraria ebiasara biao emeyega gose okoraria kugo kwagwetera Kisii TV gose noganeti togakire chibicha gose kubwata chi video chimeyega buna amatanga chinyange chi birthday baby showers chi anniversary gose video shooting ya matera ne chingero chionse amona live streaming yemeyega yao twakire esimi boigo nabo gutarira chiabisi chitu che Kisii TV echo chire ensemo ya nyanchwa enchira ikuru eskuru ya naps gotira gochia ekerore kogoika Olive Grove Avenue soa ime nigo torege itagia kabere korwa ebara Kisii TV nero omusanio ase biasara. Kisii TV amandegere y'umugusi.
Every child is a different kind of flower, and all together they make this world a beautiful garden. At Brook Valley Preparatory School, we believe in nurturing every child's uniqueness, helping them grow in knowledge, character and faith into confident, responsible citizens of tomorrow. Anchored on the Seventh-day Adventist principles of education, we stand for Christian values, strong character, honesty, self-reliance, and excellence. We aim to raise a generation that can think independently, act with integrity, and serve others with love. Our mission is not just to educate minds, but to mold lives. Brook Valley is set in a serene, safe, and clean environment, a peaceful haven where every child feels secure, inspired, and cared for. From the carefully maintained lawns to the neat classrooms, every corner reflects our commitment to excellence and discipline, because we know that a clean and calm space allows young hearts and minds to thrive. Inside our classrooms, we mold young minds not only to achieve academic excellence, but also to think critically, dream boldly, and to believe in their potential. Here, learning isn't just about books and exams, it's about discovery. By guiding each learner to explore, question, and understand, our teachers inspire curiosity and creativity through engaging lessons, technology-supported learning, and personal mentorship, hence shaping strong academic foundations and a genuine love for learning. Outside the classroom, our learners enjoy a spacious field for play, exercise, team sports, and an array of extracurricular activities such as swimming and many more, because we understand that play is an essential part of growth, strengthening not only the body but also fosters teamwork, discipline, and resilience. Here, children learn that success comes not just from winning, but from trying, sharing, and never giving up. But education goes beyond the classroom walls. Through social activities like Valentine's Day celebrations, we teach our learners about love, kindness, and the joy of sharing. These moments of fun and togetherness instill lifelong lessons about empathy, friendship, and respect for others. At Brook Valley, we believe in nurturing confident, well-mannered individuals. Our etiquette training sessions, such as dining experiences in real hotel settings, prepare our learners to carry themselves with grace and confidence wherever they go. It's not just about manners, it's about character. Enrollment for 2026 is now open for playgroup, PP1, PP2, and grade 1 to 3. We also have a robust, convenient, and safe school transport system. To contact us, please call the number 0790 579 259 or visit our school located 5 kilometers from Kisii town along the Kisii-Kilgoris Road at Kiogoro-Otamba Junction. Brook Valley Preparatory School, the fountain of knowledge and center for holistic education.
Eye Kisii TV amandegere y'umuguzi.
Esa marieta ankoro kwa Benista Marongo Bobe, ninje principal ya Karoka Technical. Amangana activate, we are very friendly yes amangana fees payment. Ege kogara serikali nko bakonyera abana wetera chinjira hawa. Entanga ni area constituent development fund, that is CDF. Esoko gendeza constituency yao tu akolikira rirube panya kubwato bolemeru banyara gwaka na part of your fees. Area kabere elipungo era abana baito chironi kogere ne government institution nko egubale first priority by uchironi bagosomera. Area gatatu kare kupsia tumira marieta uchiese serikali nko ba scholarships and capitation abana bagonyara gosomera. Igo listen teyo abana baito babwenete kobera ngamune fees ya buli ko baliga ni monyale kutoletera abana ina wa January intake because negenderete umwana igota koleta document cha mapema opukiribaga in advance tap kwanyaliri nyinga kichwa mwali kwanyoranga lere serikali yako na neji poto, so it's good moja for admissions ya January mapema.
Ine numanyete nga Keroka Technical Training Institute imeye municipality ya Keroka ne college ya serikali enene ebwate chikosi chobobundi chekerero amo nabalimu babwate obumanyi bwa igoro keyima. Nigo college yega ebwate chi machines chinyinge chekerero echichiko somya chikosi au bunabono echia artisan certificate amo na diploma. Onde bwensi ore miaka 15 netatu na gwetania obwate certificate ya KCPE bose ya KCSE na bakonyora course as department au bunabono agriculture and environmental studies, applied sciences, building and civil engineering, computing and informatics, electrical, fashion design and cosmetology, hospitality and tourism, liberal studies, mechanical and automotive engineering amo nechikos chinde chinyinge. Onyorenga na inde chikos nchiroro soma inseme tenye tano nemo onyorega si kegima bunabono, driving, computer packages, motor vehicle mechanics, masonry, carpentry and joinery, plumbing and fitting, electrical wireman, foods and beverages, hairdressing, nechikos chinde chianita certificate. Amatemu nigo agokorwa sebyo mbebiko bwati abunabono, NITA, TVET, SIDAC, KASNEB, NTSA amo na KETI. Aso kweli kia nabogo tutarra asichobisi aria sensemo ye institute ime ya Keroka. Intake ito nige okorwa asemetenyi ya January, May amo na September.
Njenkefa, nyakenyanya, mogaka, ninche registrar, aigase college ite ya Keroka Technical Training Institute. Keroka, ntuwate chikosi, chia kisasa, ichichiragere, umwana anyole gase so bwango, usaso kwerikana na segasi na atari kwa service, echichira moktoga ndarte ko admit one gase intake ya January kumoranja magani garama kemona atirite kuranja yerra monyoro
minyoka bwango igere bwenyorre e course eragokonye bwetenere Keroka Technical Training Institute, Industry for Self-Reliance.
Ayeda to dare goti ganzome, ayeda to dare goti ganzome, utango nagenda, maje ngumbu uzoma.
Omubayeno rero kurwa KCTV amandegere yomugusi baba nomuya onderere kwa na magiga boronge na ngobo chamarira baba nomuya onderere kwa na magiga boronge na ngobo chamarira oko no gotogie nyoko
aya tekiro moncho mulgerana raria ya century yawe nasema mbya yabona semese mangana mayati kankumanyi a century yobo ikirano ulitoko bwateranira kwa Shadrack Ngwenyi reterana nchinkuru kwa Vincent Onyancha egotoko cha kurose bunge ya South Mugrango ne chiwadi aho chikati yawe wadi liya motichamo ne chiwadi chinde chikotonga ase bunge yo ligona ne chikole gero mu bunge bwenseme Yusufana se sora kwa detaro ya senseme yo na ne mokonya kumulekera katia ebinto alingetiko ikirana asinsem osoro kwa na kuru bunge ya South Mugrango amuna abwata ni bande kuru senseme ya Kenya kwanza katia no bunge nyaribari chaje sairi janda omu bunge Alpha Mruka amona abwata ni bande kuru machoga ni gobekera senseme yo soko nyarago serikatia merubio eyibona esirene serikali ya sensemeyo osoro boigoni government rekote abuneke ngekene noko ne kibuna ngochi bali wekirania magendro sensemeno naboni garoka ne komochia bali bagosonana obokoreri we serikali anabona kote abuna ne nchire ya muyogo gani kotigara amagendro maiga kulinda osoro ni gasingere kote abune gangenene noko ne kibuna nkubata na serikali ya Kenya kwanza usiwo wekirania magendro brand nyankija na roboti ro senchira yobo ikirano
Ritko ria rero nigo muchumbe gwe bunge ya South Mugrango Musike Silvana Sonyego Soro abaga kurai meroberio yokorototo na bwo guchakia magendro asechinsemo ime bunge ya South Mugrango anena siwodi chechitago brabu na boigeria ya moticho
because this kurumbu atabogirange this school 156 tibe sambu ate tia CDF ngo bagamba ali tse sigo tikana chiko 60 million tero mwaka lakini this kurumbu ata 156 okunda wakuna egera bogirange igimwa abantu batebenga ntunkariga koretwa yagware egosoka yakore egera baenda liosiri edaraje itokora osiengare 12 meters erambi the president with the launch etware gokore ndukuruka public participation lero egera abantu batusikirie emegondo torosie pare nene edaraje nene chichi onse tokwaga chichi affordable housing cha 100 million chine nake chibwate baka computer center saba karaza bakora chisayiba na kendigions chichirecho na propose chiyo ya Maru center egere ko rusiria mabati toki anyama iyana ina nete I think a contractor jaso eta yachaki
ukwanira ubwaga chibe university ya Nyangweta nigo stora enekire na chikwene kia ubwaga chibwe skuru yo banyagitari ya sora kongorwo ribaga re university yo
Bwana Nyangweta bateri kwa Nyangweta motagete koiwa two things nambe yemo entonkeyo gekoro kunyangweta university ekarera asege tabu toiwana ine egekoro kwa Kisii University Nyangweta aseki digerie ba erikira ali maate Nyangweta ono nkagenda tukatwara bokutana na Council of University Education na professor na ababande bonse bagancherana January ne president yegocha in fact no bagocha this season gocha akabale a branch ya School of Agriculture Kisii University egocha ga Nyangweta ase 55 acres chiabo 5 acres yechi already kwa chapeire ATMTC osie chake
ninga na boigo yegwo koboko nere muchumbe Alpha Meruka we bunge ya Bomachoge chache ayo boigo bakagwikirana asomo yego yo
university gae Nyangweta yakwana university actually kanga kare ya chagetemero muinyore no game njaga twale branch ya Kisii University yakabiro game lakini nja atiga siekwa nenga kia sigetu nekero matiangi arenge minister for education ari atebete ngachi branches nyinge chukora ziki njita kei ogembe gasie ko ogembo ja sigetu na nyangwete gatore problem lakini bona ago kirenga aiga university koreki neche chake nko basabira aiga obwate si ebinte byali byonsi pia batebiri bikirane
asomoroberio o last mile nigosora mochirie bari babere bakwemuke bitambokero bakwebekera chinguru cy'umuriro batari kubwati ari ichiko asekeria nigo bokore maria omoroberio yo
ekwana chinguru oli place yapeka oli place transform yo transform dire kenda ne chinke takes almost 1 year 2 years because ebare tete asere ko dio ko kya bantu tati bako mko basuma marareta igira lete babekire ika ane ateka abantu ababange mbata itukobeka stima barendura isi egere barendeste egere transformer etu y'abantu abwimya ego isanira kero umuntu Peter nari ga kamera ebuli ntogate cyane bakamugaka abantu bakenda pawa bagacha bakanyora abantu babwate register ebali gose nane n'abantu babwate stima ebali 100 mbono nani tuachakire kutangaza afresh igore binyoro byetu stima bali astukate last mile across the constituencies
na omwerio ye muchumbo soro nigagendera kurukuburia unenere byabantu bonsi ko yebwatisia serikali unenchira ya moyo kwenyora amagendero ngana boigo yegwo koboko neresa hirijanda umuchume nyari bari chache uyibo igoikerana asomo yego yo
pesa ya ito ya Kenya ne nkomu sana ne nkomu mutamanyiti injenite na agayituruga bugirange munyore tenko minyo kiguga nga serikali kiko pingira okoba na roche na ruto gako ira nibegentu 2027 Uruona baka 2027 hii Roma iteke tukoza kukoleka katika
yale maneno mheshimiwa Silvana amesema hapa ni mambo ya ukweli. Ni lazima tukae mahali kuna chakula, kuna maendeleo na kuna mahali watoto wetu watapata kazi. Harambee!
Ingoripoteri ya Kisii Television kurigase bunge ya South Mugrange County ya Kisii Njembran Nyankia
Azora gobo no ma think kira kolekan kurubona ba 27 gatia no ma think kira kolekan tokumanya Brani yankiambia mwana soro bochura senchiro bikro monchu moligeria ayo toko suko botoko cha sensemende kunani amenyi banya mwanga igotoka bana sogodi ya marani bunge kituja cha North Maya County ya Kisii ni kwa mochiri okoto soro wechibara asenchire ya bene Iwate abuna angechi barenya senseme yichero kasaro sia senchire bwernete wono mugandiyo mumsebo gode yo konyara kone kibuna konyara komike gitambo kero kiabena konyara korosi chibare cho Dennis Yumba chiyo yoro mumsia senseme yoni ga boligwe ane kibuna gati chibare staro sirin korosi uchire korengana bore wate abuna igo chitigira enchirembe na kugani gitambo kero kiabwango konyara koimokiwa
Chokwana ngoro ku Kevin Machuka barongo. Chiparanchira chikorosu no mheshimiwa korukumbachi. Ochire chitamu isato. Chipara chakerete para revio kiro gotire gosioka ari rogoro. Rochi kiamogore. Ago tisomara mokorupara ange 350 meters ochirogoro tigera bana inchi basi mekama toke. Agache koru junction. Ego soa ya soke skuru Nyamwanga yenda kali moche skuru Nyamwanga. Abegete 350 meters agatigera abana inchi basi mekama toke. Nere koruo mugambi David Otuoma ari metena no yeto moro mwangabwo. Yonsi baka mate kio moncha. Igati sto moro mu obisi yo mochiv wabege toka 350 meters yenda agatigera abana inchi basi mekama toke. Abana inchi Bobe tora atole.
Choba kwa ngutobuate igoro yechi para. Tukaja tokangainwa tokatebiwa e para nkole muere. In fact bakabanya gocha bakabanya kobeko mochanga korumate bagatigera nchera. Bono igachusi no abangina bandi batiri mbogete bare kwenda roche toko genda igemo mate roche mongina no gwatige to mwanda ogocha nyoro mwana oigiru no no koigwa. Tokaba banya kare babe kabaikie para kiti bakamanya tenge pare ya kolire. Ya erire pare tora akoreki. Abangina baito
Corona tionga nyango no moto omorogeri bonya mwanga gaiga igo egento taitega okoru ntagete e para kirosi chibe complete alafu erore chicheta chamagena amagena chandira bagina bakwenda roche banya kogochu ama tukotogo chikomo omoisimi gombachi na matuka tano eringo nyatari kocho tobekera moro muobe komburiti erore cheta che tobeka maandamana wote baigo akitumwa kikumba jino motomu ya yadoro sibara erinde Taintu toteja biya. Onye kago sinyubono tuarorire. Ngago chanjega bijege.
Remua amara mukabe ko kegingere ekinde chigatiwa amatobe bano togo tajantur ko nyarana no gweta se to gweta na manje to kurusia. Abantu bamite to chandegete. Abantu
na chinga kio chupa ikuwa nomo MC boyo gode yode ni siombacho yubo goro marewa bakase bunge ya kaunti ya Kisii nige so kirina gutugutirare ngani na gote yabuna na bege timero berese na boyo chiba harakati ya wonche gemte korosu kana boyo gonchire chibu ente kuligere kole ngano epikyo anyara gataka kubeka sema ni gata bena so kubole serikali ya kaunti ya Kisii chiba retina tikistara rosigwa na boyo gokomochia wali bagendere to komochubura iwaye
ya sabali kama gaseti kondia onte binga mware ngese wodiane kora arigeria magendera aroro na maenenga ase metinye arebere twegwere kiparanya nane ne yine contract ya arwetwe so kama ngo jujwe and I think largely they have done a good job with the complaints na lente in office about a few issues that are not complete. Number one, nga chipare chinchi kare tubiya naende nchibe kiro moro moisa ino naende nchi nyomba chire nchera bale batigete nchera alafu nogo compact those are issues to capture naende gasiane no MC apart from proposing on behalf ya abantu gasiane ende no koroba site inde bintu na take note na inform the resident engineer Maragia. So they are working on it. Karabao jakora inspection winte bimbateki. Lakini entongo ogete pare ya koru ozo kwa nepaka Nyamuhanga yere na yaso kaige junction ne pare nya ya rosiwe ya igwirwe na buna momanyete ibwono mwasomire na ende kombwa momanyete nga Rome was not built in one day. I think the majority mbaroche nga twigwire pare area. So nabali na babo batari satisfied byabaganye ndoyito kori pare echo. Inereganga, and I want to take this opportunity to governor Simbara Timbemono, no Nichipara Chianyorwa, Chiakolibwe. Na 6 neti abantu baye nguchirigere bale egere chiere. So kama kuna makosa si utaikira neti. Wote ngari wose limon ndiko garose aliyo muntu korunyomba. Iwono nayo te abantu baitu katubeke siasa kando. Turakora. Tubone ninga kiyo okora. Na bali bande bakoligi bakana kogenga abantu obagenga imboko bakura igende kare nenkelinga ki ayebu no muntu okoligi chukura e vision ya unere e vision ya otekoba eyokorama abantu bande barabaraye so dia to bwaterane nje bwate na barayi bonse mujumbo ito ka feti asali akolire omugavana buna twakorane n'abantu bonse to bwaterane bono iga ngoso atore chipara toja korosikia ya 2025-26 budget itwaro sine ya 24-25 budget gonkoro story binte yona yo sabana inchi baitu baba bororo baba bakanyekwe na inde karobwa ati issue ende onsipi bandangiri no menyete gari amarani no nalenge chuma no nalenga aramisi no nalenge misa go nabantu tokumira na kala litu lakini ende na igure birengera byabo ntoko babuna abantu tokorwana n'abantu abo motore yatwatebererania so bwororo toiwana
kero bwato muchano mwamurangaria no alenga bwara misi no alenga bwichuma no alenge misa one mutamotebete tari mangana umurubiryo bokurwa magiro ko cyasa borkiwa bali bakora kiredi ya kyanda bawo ko so grade 10 bono boyanda takonyora maigerio aseskuri amure nyansiongo umoje go yubo kurwa magiro ko ra ritukure juma na ni go chagate ritukure goro mulikite voni muriasi na tarita sensemeyo na gotorosiri roboti rokobwatia
Egatia abaorokia abateneneria century ndi senior teachers across chisukuru cha secondary chigotoka Imeye county ya Nyamira nigo bachira amase sukuru ya bamura ya Nyansionge gotoka Imeye bonge ya Burabu ekerenga konyora maigerio buna barachiko igeria abaoroki wa ba grade 10 omwako gocha chisukuru chiabo amaigeria araire egekakia matuka 5.
We are here because we are retooling TOTs. TOTs are trainers of trainers. These are trainers who will train teachers next week, the senior school teachers, on the CPE, that is curriculum-based education. We are retooling them so that we can give them skills. When we open school, we shall receive grade 10 learners. These grade 10 learners are learners from junior school. And our senior school teachers have no skills, CPC skills or CPE skills, and that is why we are actually retooling them to equip them with those skills, so that when the grade 10 learners join senior school next year, they will be handled very well.
Ayana maigeria mayake gima ayona indale tofauti na yo moroberio 844 kere sekta yechi semege nrete ko ego moroberio CBE.
In this particular training session, we are being prepared on how to handle the CBE curriculum come next year, now that we are going to be receiving grade 10. We are going to be taken through on the various differences that have been there from the 844 system to the CBE that we have, what type of learners we are going to receive in grade 10, and so we are going to be given information which we have already started. We have received the information, so we've been told what are the characteristics of these learners that we are going to receive, what is expected of us, and what are the various differences that we expect. In a nutshell, what we have so far seen is that there's a big difference in the way we have been doing our methodology and our teaching in 844 system to what we are having now, that is the CBE. Initially, we have been out there teaching, not considering so much on the competencies, on the values and the PCIs, which are actually the tenets that are captured seriously in CPE.
Kulingana no mwalimu omonene bwa skuru ya Nyansiongo nigaburirie serikali enyore nchira yo kwegeria aborokia sobonge eria aboroki gwamba baisa konyoro bolemeru achinga kichire bosio.
Njibuno mwalimu omonene bwa skuru una host ya abalimu bali tooling nindo chenga abalimu bali well prepared for the tooling process and they are ready to receive the grade 10. They have taken the exercise very positively. Almost all of them are present and they are eager to learn. Na beire nkoba ako abalimu libaga as a retooling process, lakini ndo che bakonya koba abantu abakabalimu abakabake na ale usabe government retool all the teachers egere balisiibwa abana aba encherere ndonge ekogera we are changing from 844 to CPE. Mbaja ko batamanye tingi bagoko bakora n'abana baito.
Kuripota Kisi TV kurwase kaunti ya Nyamira, nche Yvonne Muriasi.
Mbia mono humurikita Yvonne Muriasi sorobotirwa senchira joboy kiranu asemambia aja bono monchumulgeria gotiga na ibono goika sense meno more wenso gudem Samuel Ruto ni gate birina begete mirubere sene ko ne kibuna kunyara go sidan semo yobotari gasense ya Kenya Ruto go kwana ni government bone gangayane no ko ne kibuna batali kunyara bale go so gasense ya Kenya ani ga go chali muri kama ega yo kunyara ko batoka no koralia tioteri sano so bagani 5 yubana gote yabuna ira chikunyara bese ninge isaine asabatari go chiko so anemono achinga kichiga Ruto na bone government kagote yabona ni ga serikali ya bekire chibesa chise inensemo eriko ne kibuna esecte yinkonyalere go sirwa.
This is not simply a conservation achievement. It is a sovereign responsibility of global significance. Our government is clear that natural capital is economic capital. And the Tsavo West Rhino Sanctuary stands firmly within our bottom-up economic transformation agenda, the National Wildlife Strategy 2030, and the Black Rhino Recovery and Action Plan. Ladies and gentlemen, conservation must also work for the people. The Tsavo West Rhino Sanctuary is already creating jobs in ranger deployment, surveillance, monitoring, fencing, roadworks, construction, and even logistics. It is stimulating local supply chains, transport services, community enterprises, and small businesses linked to a growing wildlife economy. Nakubaliana na viongozi wa hapa wamesema ya kwamba ni vizuri tuwe na mambo ya kuhakikisha kwamba kuna maji ya kutosha ndio tuweze kupunguza ile human wildlife conflict. Na ndio mliona juzi nimetangaza ya kwamba ni lazima tujenge dams 1000 kama taifa. Dams kubwa 50 na dams zingine 1000 kuhakikisha ya kwamba tunatega maji, tunaweka storage, tunaweka harvesting ya maji, ndio tuhakikisha kwamba iko maji ya kutosha ya wananchi, ya wanyama, ya mifugo na ya kuzalisha chakula kwa taifa letu la Kenya. Dam ya kwanza kati ya dams ya kwanza ambayo tutajenga ni dam ya hapa iko hapa Galana Kulalu hapa. Hiyo ndio among the first dams to benefit from our new program, which by the way, the National Infrastructure Fund will be ready this week. I know I announced to the people of Kenya that we are creating a National Infrastructure Fund where we are going to mobilize resources from the budget, from proceeds of privatization, from royalties, and use it to attract more money. In fact, 3, 4, 5, 6 times more from the private sector. That instrument of National Infrastructure Fund will be ready this week, and we will begin the journey to walk the talk of making sure that we transform this country.
Na gotikana ibn monchumul ke tumul kiraba mangana ke siasa nsemeri yo komere serikali bakarawa na oyo kabero omora omokonyo mara wense gadiga chagwa omara weke makia pa Stephen Kalonzo musio kadab Kenya jijini wa Malwa niko wana banyarra komochi ya serikali asokogania kobagana nsemeri yo komere serikali so pinzani kwana soma yo wa matanga niko wana bara yabagate bate biruna bachi kubwatira na so bwa makonekya kumwaka bali sikomara wense msamaruto asoba chole wana 2027.
Ruto na watu yake wanamulika mimi sana kwa sababu ya hii mlima Kenya. Najua hii mlima iko na kula milioni 6 na vile ninaona itaenda milioni 8, na hii kula imeamua, haijaamua itachagua nani, lakini imeamua na nani itafukuza. Ruto is cornered from the mountain, from Lower Eastern, from Western, Nairobi, coast, he is cornered. Amejipata bahali Moi alijipata 1992. So 202, tukasema hakuna kugawanya. Watu wote wakakuja pamoja. Ndio Kibaki akapata 3.6 million against ya Uhuru ya 1.8. What is happening today? William Ruto na watu yake wanasema the only way they can have a chance ya kujaribu ni kugawanya hii kura ya mlima Kenya. What is happening today? William Ruto na watu yake wanasema the only way they can have a chance ya kujaribu ni kugawanya hii kura ya mlima Kenya. Isipogawanyika hata hakuna haja ya kusimama. Kwa sababu hii milioni 7 ikiwekwa ya Ukambani milioni 3, ya Western milioni 4, ya Coast milioni 2, si ameenda nyumbani?
Those recommendations, some of them were taken, others were not. Generally, the lack of political will. But therefore, we cannot wait and see the country going to the dogs. Ndio nimesikia ndugu Eugene akisema hapa, it is not possible to divide the united opposition. What is binding us together is really not political rhetoric. It is the love of this nation and our commitment to make sure that these young ones, the next generation, hawatauawa tu kiholela na kupigwa risasi kwa miguu na kuambiwa mambo kama haya hatutakubali. We have put an end to it by our sheer ability to stay together.
Sisi tumekuwa hata kule Nyanza wanainua vidole mbili, lakini wanasema tunataka tukule kidogo kwa hii miaka 2, alafu afanye nini? Aende. Kile ambacho nimeanza kuona ni jaribio ya kugawanya upinzani. There's a very deliberate scheme by the Ruto regime to split the united opposition. Na tumeona haya wakati tumekuwa Bondo juzi. Kuna kiongozi mmoja anasema, hatuna shida na Kalonzo ama Wamalwa, lakini tuna shida na rafiki wako mmoja. Na sisi tukajua wanaongea juu ya rafiki wetu Rigiji. Tumekuwa Pwani, tunaanza kusikia hiyo lugha tena. Na leo tunataka tuambie wale ambao wanafikiria watatugawanya, or they drive a wedge between Rigiji na Kalonzo ama Wamalwa, haitawezekana. Sisi tumeamua tuko kitu kimoja, na tutashikana mpaka mwisho, na tutatoa mgombezi mmoja atakayepeleka Kasongo wapi? Nyumbani.
Right, tubiyasana moncho muligerega chinsa nibere chabano mamide kanibere cha butokere senchera yabe no kira buno kujagero musomale mangana majya senchera jobo kira no sema ambia jabono umoncho muligereria nto bwate kapengolia 6 na sike kapengolia 6 umoncho muligereria na senge njero stariki 10 ama tukona bero katosoe nsemeri ya jamhuri yeri tukulia jamhuri ndizo kubatokera maumau naki ense ya Kenya baru andre tubusibule kurenda sabono abantu mbaraba ababete bagosibwa sekerenge kamose kende bosyo bukurwandira obusibole bwense ya Kenya gekanya robusibole Kenya kanya robusibole nakega togo chengara ma jamhuri de kirastariki 12 omutimi 12 magense ya Kenya konya robusibole asemyaka yamakega bono moncho muligereria asomogano bwense mambi ya lero otigo chikumulekera toligererie chibicha chivideo ekibono chialigane n'ababwatani ense yo musawo mukoro moncho muligereria Kevin Ombori oyibono okwaligana ntiumugano okubwatia oyibono olengete kapengolia 6 batana no mwambara bibalenge na siki babete bakubikubyara ngi bakoretwe na kyubura ibabwalenge kuikabonsi yabagasibwa naende mbazi boletwe osembasibwiri mbara byaba babete bakwenyara sabe mono na siki nenese muki wikera abange babo kunyara goitwa kapengolia 6 mugano mwenge omwansu omuya asomugano gwenza semambi yabono mwanchu muligereria tikatoganda nganse mende studio.